My name's Deja Foxx. I'm 19 years old. I'm an activist, organizer, badass, and your future president. I'm a first-generation American, the first person in my family to go to college, a first-year student at Columbia University on a full ride at that, and the founder of Gen Z Girl Gang. And if you're saying she looks kind of familiar or that name sounds like I've heard it before, it's probably from that video. Came out like 3 years ago. It was an encounter between me and my then Senator Jeff Flake. I'm from Arizona. And it went a little bit something like, I'm a young person, you're a middle-aged man, I'm a person of color and you're white, you come from privilege, and I don't have parents at home and bust my ass at a gas station every night. But most importantly, I'm a Planned Parenthood patient, and he is not. So I wanted to know why it was his right to take away my right to choose Planned Parenthood. That's simple. And now, this was the question people all across the country and across the world were asking. A question of representation, of access, equity, of power. And his answer didn't quite cut it. It was kind of mumbly and about how he supports policies that help people achieve the American dream, which then brings me to the next question I just had to ask him and I want to focus on tonight, which is if Planned Parenthood is helping me to be successful and reach for higher education, why would he deny me the American dream? Now, I want to tell you a little bit about my Planned Parenthood story. I'm both a patient and an advocate. At just 15, I borrowed my boyfriend's car, drove 45 minutes to the nearest Planned Parenthood with no insurance, no parents in my life, and no money. But I had the determination to take control of my reproductive health and of my future. And there, I was treated with respect and care and walked away with 6 months of birth control with absolutely no cost to me. And so I'm proud to stand in front of you all today as living proof that because of the tireless work you get up and do every day, senators like Jeff Flake didn't stand a damn chance. I'm living my dream, and I'll never forget when one little email came in and changed my life. That when I opened it, said, "Congratulations," and compelled me to jump on a table, one of the few pieces of furniture we had in my house at the time, and dance and sing like a Broadway star to New York by Frank Sinatra. You know the one. Yeah, you know. I then ran into my room, shut the door behind me, and called my best friend to tell her the big news, that through my tears, I had made it. And while I'll always cherish that moment, it'll always hold a special place for me, I'm not content. I want more moments like this one. For girls like me, more college acceptances and homes with no furniture, more calls to your best friend saying, you know when the world said I couldn't, and you said I could? Well, I did. More of those earth-shattering moments where the world opens up and anything feels possible, and girls just like me have the confidence to say with their whole chest, I'm gonna be president one day. And you know, it's moments like these, maybe only a minute, in the life of one person that changed communities and changed the world forever. But moments like these aren't possible if we don't make them possible. People always ask me why it's me, and not the other kids who struggle with homelessness, who are working minimum wage jobs, who come from where I come from. And I won't pretend that I have the answer or that there's some magic ingredient that made it all possible. But what I can say for sure is that I wouldn't be where I am today if people hadn't invested in me. If people hadn't seen my leadership potential and pushed me to see it too. And so with my new organization, Gen Z Girl Gang, I'm giving back. I've committed myself to helping other girls find inspiration in themselves. And I do it because someone, a Planned Parenthood organizer, once did it for me. And most importantly, because I see my success as tied to theirs. So I want to challenge all of you here tonight to imagine the world in this way too, and to act accordingly. What would you do differently? What would you give if you truly believe that when people like me do better, you do better? Thank you.